Welcome back to A Threshold of Revelation. This is session 44 entitled The Fowl Source. Last session, the group ended up in a town called Eggard, which historians or people trained in history would know the reason why it gets its name is because of the strange occurrence of specifically the same hen appearing over and over and over again, and people protecting it for that resource, Eggard. Um, that said, after some inspection and testing, Bodhi learned that the center of the space had a soul well, and the chickens would appear from that space. Um, so he tapped into the soul well, and it seemed that upon doing so, it kind of just took the lodestar from him and then made the same chicken once again. However, this time it is the true form of the chicken, Bayless, whose
And
name
everybody can
is
agree that I did nothing wrong.
the last thing that you kind of see before the lodestar severs its connection from you. There's also a tinge of strangely astral kind of like connection here to the soul well before that connection is severed by the lodestar being taken from you. That said, we are down a couple players here today, but we are going to make it through this combat. It will promise to be long, so those of you who are present here, just bear with everything that's happening here, and hopefully it's as enjoyable as I expect it will be. So Nyx will be first, and for today's session, Nyx will be played by Brent. Will be used by Brent. So feel free to. I think everyone's in the right spaces. Okay, we're good. Have to double make sure on that. But yeah, go ahead, Brent. Lead it off.
Okay, next is gonna Shark Note. 23 to hit.
That'll work.
Okie dokie. And then,
This is piercing or slashing.
oh, okay, we'll do piercing.
Yeah, strangely, this will be important. Okay, cool. Seems to work fine.
And then he's going to give Ezekiel Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Interesting favoritism.
After
It's okay.
Nyx, will yeah, he's playing his own buffer. After this, we'll go Uther, and today Uther will be played by Zach.
If I've got this right, Uther is going to hand off his scribbles to did we get the name for the keeper of the hatchery?
Yeah, maybe.
Firewine. Mr. Firewine. He's like, you might want to get out of here. And he is going to activate
You sounded just like your brother right then. I was like, whoa, did Jeremy log in?
Zephyr Strike and Ambush if applicable.
Dread
Is it
Ambusher,
applicable?
Will be applicable. It's the first round of initiative.
Okay. And would that be a bow strike or a sword strike?
Yeah,
that
so
he would...
Dread Ambusher just means you're going to get an additional attack on your turn, just a freebie.
Okay.
So if you go with your action to attack the bird, you'll make 3 attacks instead of 2. The last of which will have the Dread Ambusher bonus, which I believe is 1d8 damage.
Okay. So I think we're going sword on this bad boy.
Okay.
And he's going to move to there, and I forgot how to measure and move at the same time. I'm going to
Pick it up, move it
think
right
it's there.
twice on the tap.
Oh. I'm pretty sure that was 30. It was. We nailed it. And his weapon is the rapier?
Sounds right.
So
if he's
2
going
attack.
If he's going for 2 weapon fighting, you'll use the short swords, I think. Or daggers. I can't remember.
Does he have short swords? I see a dagger.
He might have daggers.
I see a dagger and a rapier in his
Yeah,
weapons
can't
list.
use a rapier and a dagger, but not legal.
Well, then we're going to just do 2 rapier hits. Does he have advantage for any possible reason?
No. No, I wouldn't say so. He has the... You guys sold away the armor-piercing dagger, didn't you?
He has a
Yeah.
silvered dagger.
Yeah.
We traded the armor-piercing
Right.
dagger for the ship.
Rather, it says silver dagged is what is listed in his character sheet.
Okay. Well, he's just got that AP dagger, so listed in his equipment list. He needs to remove that. I don't even know why I ever.
I'm looking at attack lists.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead with 2 attacks for the silver dagger, and that's
With the silver dagger.
because you get extra attack. He's a ranger. You already swung. Oh, you went with the rapier. Never mind. Got it.
I sure did.
Just with that primary weapon. Okay, so the first attack misses, second attack hits.
Okay, and then the
Dread ambusher attack.
dread ambusher is an extra D8.
Well, you're gonna make a third attack.
A third attack with that rapier.
That'll hit, and then that one will have the D8.
Ah, nice. For 26 damage. Assuming rapier's slashing,
Piercing.
or is it piercing? Okay, cool.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know his character.
All right. On its initiative, it will, as a bonus action, to start everything off, rage. When it does so, its wings kind of flare out to the sides, its mouth kind of claws wide open, and its eyes start burning bright red. When it does this, it will use its action to take the multi-attack action, and it will use Empowered Cluck, which will force everybody within 60 feet of it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Great way
That's
to
me.
start.
That's Bodhi. And for Constitution.
Okay. So Ezekiel fails, Bodhi fails, Silas is fine, Sanat fails, this I presume is Nyx is passing, and Uther is failing. So everyone that fails takes 10 psychic damage.
Oh boy.
Nobody takes anything if they pass. It will then attack recklessly. I am going to use my 2 attacks and the multi-attack that remain to double claw at Uther.
Let's see, try.
So the first attack will hit.
Found an 18 AC.
Yeah, I got a 22 there.
Damn it.
And it'll do 15 slashing damage.
Oof.
The second attack hits at 18 on the nose with reckless attack.
Oof.
And the damage is 11, but because I already hit you in this turn with a claw attack, that damage will be increased by an additional 13, so 24 points of damage on the second.
Jesus. God. Okay, cool. Cool.
And that is its turn. It will, as a bonus action, disengage. Oh no, bonus action rage. Sorry, we're done. We are done with our turn. So it'll move to Sanat.
Alright, so we're gonna kick it right off with lightning bolt.
Okay, aiming high so you don't hit your allies.
I can sculpt spells, so
Oh, yeah,
what-
that's fine too.
He's got a line anyway.
Yeah, well, it's big enough you can shoot it in the head. Like,
yeah, and then that does get the proficiency bonus because of the focus magic.
yep. So I got a 17, so that'll miss your dexterity save. Oh wait, no, sorry. I have advantage on dexterity saving throws from sources I can see. So 21. So that'll pass. I'll take half damage, but you'll increase that damage by 5.
It says by my proficiency bonus, which is 3.
3. Okay. So then 36 halved would be 18. Look at me mathing.
Proud of you. I was pessimistic, but here we are.
Yep. In between Sanat and Silas, it'll use a legendary action. I will wing attack. So it starts flapping its wings wildly down at Ezekiel and Uther. I need both of them to make dexterity saving throws.
Easy.
Success for Bodhi, or for Uther, failure for Ezekiel.
I have Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, roll it.
It's a D8, right?
Yes. Okay, success. So both of you succeed, so you will take no damage and you will not be knocked prone. It will continue that process though, and it will fly. So the both of you can actually make
Opportunity.
opportunity attacks. Yep, and you have Sentinel, right?
Yep.
Okay, so then we'll wait for that then. Miss.
It misses.
And then for Uther,
We're still using that rapier.
both missing. It'll fly straight down the line, like it just followed, like it hops over those two, and then kind of just flaps backwards, not knocking its quarry down, landing next to the lightning thrower. Silas.
I'll rage, and then I'm going to use the best of my ability of cooking to find out the weak point on it and hit it. I have a 40-foot movement.
Yeah, I know. Big barbarian. Rawr.
Yep. Reckless attack with both of them.
Okay. Hit, miss. But not a failure that will cause your weapon to break. Which is a rule I've augmented in other games, but not this one. Okay, so the first attack will hit, and that's going to be 11 damage. And let's see here. You haven't reduced its bonus at all. Okay, cool.
Did the cooking thing do anything at all? I was just curious.
So what you'll note is as you strike into it, you're very familiar with your own kind of toughness, so to speak, regarding like implementation cutting. During its rage process, it is just like any other barbarian, resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage, right? But what you'll note is that it seems to be especially resistant now at this point to piercing damage. Like, immune probably to piercing damage.
But my cooking gave me nothing.
You gave me that
I
information.
just give you that
It
information.
had?
That's
Oh, I
huge
thought that
information.
was just barbarian gave me that.
No.
Alright, cool.
The cooking part is like you're cutting.
You're
into,
cooking barbarianness.
You're cooking into a cut of meat that's as tough as you are.
Okay.
Well, close to as tough as you are. You kind of totem it a bit, bear-wise. But you would understand that its flesh is very resistant against piercing. It's not immune to piercing. It seems to be taking damage off the top of piercing, in addition to also being resistant.
I would share
Okay.
the information if I can.
Okay. Silas, done. Bodhi, up.
That guy looks about as soft as me, so we're gonna hustle on south. And he and I are going to, if he is receptive to it, we're gonna skedaddle.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We're gonna cast Thunderstep,
Boom.
and I think he and I are going up here ish.
Con save for me.
Joseph, you put yourself anywhere adjacent to me.
I got a 33 on the con save.
Well, you barely made it.
Alright.
Take that 8 damage.
I did.
And
So as you kind of boosh, and
also I made a lot of noise.
as you burst and pop away, the wood planks kind of crack underneath you, and then feathers kind of fly off of it, and 2 chickens that were nearby just kind of detonate. As they kind of splatter onto the ground, Silas, your eyes kind of look to them, kind of confused, like how just readily they kind of popped. You would also note that the there's like no meat. Like they've thundered out. 1 hit point, 16 hit, gone. There are no more.
Write that down. You got to remember that for later for your cooking.
All right, there's gonna be less chickens.
Don't do that.
Don't thunderstep them as a preparatory. Like if you're wanting to tenderize the chicken meat, do not use thunderstep as a method for that.
Or
Yep.
toughen them first.
In between Bodhi and Ezekiel, it'll use its last legendary action to detect, which gives it a free kind of look around the area. As it does so, you notice that its eyes shift and move towards the gnome, and it seems to be kind of intently focused on him.
He was told to get out.
Yeah, he's going at the bottom of the initiative.
Oh, okay.
So Ezekiel.
Alright, I'm going to go big, and then I'm going to square up with it.
Nice.
19 hit.
Yes.
I'm going to use my inspiration on that one. I don't want to break my weapon.
All right. 2 solid blows as you come in, rushing towards it, kind of striking into it. It definitely feels a lot stronger than you as you kind of bear your blade against it, and it's, yeah, it definitely seems to be every part and parcel as big as it looks. There's nothing fake about its size. For Ezekiel done, it'll go to the top of the initiative. Checking something here. Okay, not yet. So it'll go to Nyx.
What about the gnome? Does he run out?
Oh yeah, sorry. He'll take the dash action. He is technically 30 feet outside running.
Okay.
for him.
Ezekiel, since you're looking down the barrel of the outside, it does look like he's running straight towards Flap Flap.
Okie dokie. Nyx is going to Sharp Note.
Okay.
But with slashing this time.
That'll hit.
Okie dokie.
And
And then
just,
I know it seems like favoritism, but a bardic inspiration here, Ezekiel.
yeah, and even though it's magical, it's still being resisted at this point because the creature is raging.
Yep. I was just doing slashing because of
No,
the tip we
piercing
got.
would have been reduced more, sir.
That's Nyx's turn. He feels safe over here.
Uther.
Uther's gonna fall back a little bit, spread out. And he knows how to do some kind of marking maneuver. I don't know that it's Hunter's Mark necessarily, but it's something.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to do Hunter's Mark because that will get rid of your Zephyr Strike.
What does Zephyr Strike do in the
Zephyr
latter
Strike
turns?
says you
Isn't it
can
just
move
movement?
without provoking opportunity attacks, and at one point during the casting, you can detonate it and do an extra D8 damage. And then the mark situation.
Let me just send out Zephyr Strike just so I have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what is the mark thing?
Yeah, we're getting.
I apologize.
So that should be favored foe, I believe. Yeah. And favored foe says you're
Mark the
basically
target.
when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you call on mystical bond with nature to mark them. They're your favorite enemy for 1 minute. As long as they're your favorite enemy and you're dealing damage to it once per turn, you can do D for extra damage. And this increased at 6th level to 1d6, so it'll be 1d6 instead.
1d6 per attack.
No, 1d6 once per turn on one attack.
Okay.
The first
Gotcha,
time.
gotcha, gotcha.
It's the first time actually.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And say it's activated. We're sheathing the rapier. And we're getting out our he's got a bow of some sort, doesn't he? There it is. 24 to hit.
Is the
And then
bow
another
non-magical?
D4?
I would.
Yes.
Okay. As you fire the arrow and it hits, you watch as the arrow just kind of hits the feathers and stops in mid-flight, as if the feathers are blocking it. And then
I
it
would-
falls to the
Okay.
ground.
Silas would say, "I told you, no piercing."
Well, fucking, he doesn't have anything that's not piercing.
He has magic arrows though. if you
Magic
wanna
bug, magic.
Throw those out, but still,
It's not a bug. It's Uther.
Oh,
He's bigger than you are.
all right, my bad.
He doesn't have his
Brent
magic
has the
arrows.
Brent has the bug.
Brent.
He should.
I know he does. I don't see where the hell
He
they
has
are.
the
what
magic
they
knives
do.
that he
no,
throws.
yeah, he shot the shit out of them against the Golden Axe guy.
But he'll throw those magic knives that he has.
The dagger, yeah, he could throw the dagger. It won't return to him, but you know.
It's magical. Shouldn't it? Is that
No,
something?
that's not something
else?
else. No, yeah, there's a returning.
Shit. Where was Uther initially? Can you tell me?
Like right.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You moved 15 feet,
Okay. So,
and he's got a speed of
40.
40, I think.
He should have 60 total. He's got 35 plus 30 for Zephyr. So
Okay.
15. 25 is 40, and then we'll run another, 25?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna say we ran up and slashed him with the dagger. Drop the sword. Yeah, and then he's up 5 feet from here.
Okay.
So what a waste of us, whatever that was.
I'm not going to get too technicals on the item interactions because it was
Uh-huh.
rapier out, longbow drawn, dagger out. There was a lot of kerfuffle there, so that's fine. But yeah, in the future, moving forward, I will be pedantic.
Oh, in the future, if we know we're doing combat in the future, we should just not run. We don't have to use people. This sucks. I hate this.
Fair. Okay, so it has kind of focused its attention on the gnome. The gnome rushes out, then it gets hit by the large kennelborn and also by the lizard folk. So it will start its turn with erratic movement as a bonus action. Basically, we've all seen chickens. It starts doing like a weird chicken movement, and you folks are kind of like confused by its gesturing and its posturing and its movement, which allows it to disengage for free.
I can still hit them with Sentinel when they disengage,
Yeah,
right?
you can, or attempt to. That'll miss.
Does Bardic Inspiration go on attacks as well?
You already used it.
I gave myself it again
Oh.
on Nix's turn.
Yeah, it does. Go ahead and throw a d8. Misses.
15.
So it basically chicken moves, and then you kind of try and swing at it with your big sword. It kind of just drops down and kind of fluffs its wings out to the side. It kind of skids across the floor, moves over to Uther, and just shove.
I also get a swing, don't I?
Do you have Sentinel?
He disengaged.
Oh no, I thought. Okay, disengage. Sorry.
It'll then slam its big old beak right into his chest. I think 17 misses. Wait,
Sure do.
Does he have, what's his AC?
18.
Why doesn't it say it on his character sheet or his token?
It does. Oh, on his token? I don't know.
Roll 20.
Yeah, I just fixed mine earlier.
But 17 misses.
Yeah,
We
correct.
can all agree.
So it'll make its second attack. It'll do the
It'll
same
probably
thing.
miss too.
It'll attack. 28 will hit. It'll
Oh
do
shit.
14 piercing damage, which is not enough to trigger the function on it. And then that is its second attack for the multi-attack. It has a third attack. I'm going to go ahead and throw the peck instead of going for Empowered Cluck. 21 to hit. That's better. So 14 was the piercing damage on the first. The second hit will do 23 piercing damage.
Holy shit.
And what that means is because it did 15 or more damage, Bayless has advantage on its next attack roll against the same target before the end of its next turn.
Okay, Uther's down.
It definitely does not look like it is concerned with that. It looks like it's very much going to continue doing that, if not.
Yeah, that's cool.
distracted. Bayless done, Sanat next.
I look at Bodhi. I was like, if I send you
I'll
over
get
there,
him.
can you help him?
I'll
I
get
can,
him.
I can face step you over there as a bonus action if you want.
If you want to, but I don't think us all being there is a great idea, but sure.
Okay, then never mind. I am going to cast. My brain went blank. Sorry.
Okay.
Mirror image. That's the word I was looking for.
All right. And that's it.
Yeah, sorry, I was having trouble
it's okay.
finding
No,
things here.
Sanat done.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and mark a blue circle on you for a mirror image, just for notation purposes. Sanat done. In between Sanat and Silas, it will use 2 of its legendary actions to Empowered Cluck. So everybody needs to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. That's also true of Uther,
Does he automatically fail it?
not Constitution.
Okay. I'm doing Uther's first. Wow. Okay,
You're
I
rolling
don't
hot.
think either of those pass.
You're rolling hot tonight. So Uther
I
will
always do.
suffer 1 failed death saving throw. And then
Just the one?
Because he took damage, yeah.
Okay. Did he not take damage on the second one?
Well, it's just no. So I knocked him down with the second attack. That's what dropped him. And then I just did an Empowered Cluck, which dealt damage to him while he was dying. So it'll be 1.
Oh, I thought you said for each of us to roll 2 Constitution saves.
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Just the one. Sorry.
You're good.
Um,
Well, here is Bodhi's, and it's better.
okay.
It is too.
So that'll succeed, or that'll
Oh,
still.
shit.
Sorry, that'll still fail.
Yeah.
Sorry, by 1.
Yeah.
17 is the DC. So if you did not get a 17, you're taking 11 points of psychic damage, and in the case of Uther, you're suffering 1 failed death saving throw. Okay, and then it is done, and it'll go to. It's done with its legendary action. It'll go to Silas. And the best way to describe it, while he's throwing those attacks recklessly, of course, when he like starts plucking down at Uther and he starts falling to the ground, and Uther's kind of like bleeding from, everywhere, and like there's just blood all over the chicken's face. Immediately after Sanat casts Mirror Image, it kind of like throws its wings back and it's like, and you all kind of, that's the mental agony of the pluck. But it's like rampant. It's like a rampant chicken over top of Uther. Okay, so Silas, swinging a hit.
I don't think I did this right. I don't have my crit thing checked, so I think it was rolling.
No,
Is
yeah,
it
you
rolled
rolled
correctly?
you rolled a crit, a D12, and it rolled
Right,
a 1.
but it's saying the 2d8 instead of. I have global damage modifier for the axe if I deal it one-handed or two-handed.
No, you aren't understanding. So the axe allows you to, it's not one-handed or two-handed. If you read the text there on the chat bubble, you can reduce the Great Axe's enhancement bonus by 1 or 2. If you reduce it by 1, you get an extra D8 fire damage. If you reduce it by 2, you do 2d8 extra fire damage. But you subtract the magic bonus on the weapon. It's right there on the chat. You did not opt to do so as a bonus action.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's
So
fine.
yeah, the damage is accurate. You just rolled a d12 and it was shit. But what level of barbarian are you? You're 8?
But it doesn't say on here. 8.
Okay, cool. Let me check something real quick. I know that they gain a bonus to their. It's 9 level. So at 9th level, you'll get brutal critical, which will add an additional weapon die to your crits, but you don't have that yet. So I knew it was right around that sweet spot. Okay, so then we're looking at half of 16 and half of 19. Okay, cool. Silas done. Between Silas and Bodhi.
I would like to try to antagonize it somewhere or another.
Yeah. So, what I was going to say is, in between Silas and Bodhi, it detects again, just because it's the only action it can take with one legendary action. In the doing so, it's just kind of like looking around. It seems to be kind of agitated, looking past you and the dog, trying to look out the door, but yeah, it's not going to rush out there like that yet. Bodhi.
If it's looking around, can I try to do my hungry jaws just to bring its attention on me?
Well, if you wanted to do that on your turn as a bonus action, and you had one, yeah, go for it.
I'm just trying to roleplay it more.
I love that. That's sweet.
Fight it in the deck, Joe.
As it's kind of like opening itself up for an apparent attack, you just bite into its neck.
Yep.
So 11, 13 is the damage you deal, which means that's the damage you'll key off of for your healing purposes, but I think you're at full. But then it'll take half of
It's
that.
temporary hit points, so it should be.
Oh
filled.
yeah, that's right. It was updated in. Yep. So it takes damage, but it's still resistant, and then.
That's fine. I just want its attention on me.
No, it's even more resistant. Okay, it doesn't look like it does as much as you had hoped, because it's not magical.
Not damage, just attention. So
Yep.
I get what you're saying, though.
It definitely stops looking around and is focused on you. Bodhi, you're up.
Okay.
You
We
can't
are
get my
going
attention,
to
Jody.
bonus action healing word on Uther. Max range.
Right on the dot.
I hit the button. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm casting at. Let's keep it as a first level for now. I plan on him doing some up downs. So that gets him up, and with an action, we're gonna do. This is a great one. We're gonna hit him with Mind Sliver,
Okay.
because fuck that guy. DC 15 intelligence save, please.
Fails. I got a -4 on the roll. And what you'll notice is when the sliver
Open him up, boy.
when the sliver hits, what you'll notice is that it seems to be vulnerable to psychic damage. It starts losing its mind and kind of shaking its head. Where it was focusing on Silas, it's now kind of like looking around like crazy, and then it's
And I'm gonna
Eyes
slink
gotta-
towards this door at the door.
okay. The doors are technically open, so if you move to it and move it, it'll now be visible to see on the other side, which will just reveal kind of like a space.
I'm just keeping that as an option.
You betcha. Okay, Bodhi done. Ezekiel up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up. And let me check one thing real fast. For my bonus action, I'm gonna activate my heal rune. So I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for a minute.
That makes sense.
And then I'm gonna try to hit it. 18 to hit.
18 is right on the nose. So 15 half is 7. 13 on this.
Just on the side. And
I'm
then
gonna give him inspiration for that. Wait, it's a little. Fuck it, I'll give him inspiration. I already said I would.
12 damage, and then half will be 6.
Alright. I'm going to action surge to hit it 2 more times.
Hit for 3,
Oh boy.
and then hit for 8. Okay.
There's all news, right?
Ezekiel done?
Yep.
Alright. So, at the end of this initiative round, was it the 3rd round ending? So this will be round 4. Okay. Nyx is up.
So the Nyx is going to.
Keeping in mind, it just learned that psychic damage is super effective.
Yeah.
That was only at the end of the second round.
This is the 3rd round starting.
Yeah. I was like, I've only
Anybody
gotten
else do
past-
psychic damage? That'd be pretty cool.
I'm checking.
I doubt it from you the most. I feel like Nyx.
I got nothing.
Yeah, so it was attack, wing over to Sanat. Sanat teleports with Bodhi over to there. Thunder. Yeah, you're right. It's turn 3 starting here.
Okay, Nyx is going to Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Uh,
So, wisdom saving throw?
hang on one second. Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Slightly better at those. 27. It's a natural 20. So I'll take half.
Okay, so he
But
did.
It's still vulnerable, so I'm just taking full because look what you rolled.
E.
So 20 down. Okay. That will. trigger-
Actually, hang on. Is that his first save he's made? Because we need to subtract some stuff. Oh wait, it was a
natural
27.
20. It was a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think even still it drops. Let me double check the
If you had
wording
a way
on.
of giving it disadvantage, that would be swell.
It's not disadvantage. It's Mind Sliver's like
Well,
subtraction. I don't think
yeah.
he passes either way, or I don't think he fails either way. I just want to make sure.
Well, even with a, I mean, he could have a negative.
Net
if
saving
you-
throw works.
If he rolls a natural 20 on a save, it's an auto success. Yeah. So.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I just want to make sure I can't
That-
save this for later. It's already passed.
That'll actually trigger my trap card. Surprisingly quick pacing, folks, on the damage output, all things considered. Okay. So this will happen at the end of the active turn. So Nyx, continue.
Okay. Nyx is going to then. It's just gonna move. Actually, I'm gonna leave Nyx for that. He's good.
Funny updating stuff in real time because I don't remember seeing that little measurement pop up over his head.
Yeah, they've got fun stuff they've been adding lately. It's cool.
Crazy.
But yeah, the end of Nyx's turn. What happens as it kind of takes the damage and starts kind of bleeding from its ear holes and its beak as it takes the psychic damage from the whispers, it angrily kind of focuses over towards Nyx, and then it starts expanding in size. So Ezekiel, I need you to shift back 1, and Silas, I need you to shift back 1. When I say shift back 1, you can move in any way that you want, as long as it's 5 feet and no longer in his space. Okay, you happy with that?
Yep.
As it expands, it starts making this very kind of strange vibration sound throughout the space. And then it starts clucking angrily, which kind of hits with the resonance. You can actually see the walls of this place shaking and the floor kind of across the ground. And as that's happening, you watch as each of the chickens that hasn't been exploded by thundersteps starts to split open at the middle, and these massive leathery wings kind of pop straight out, and instead of regular chickens, each one of them turns into an abyssal chicken.
Look at all those chickens.
And
People
Bodhi,
are eating these.
looking into the space on the other side, you can see that it's filled with abyssal chickens as well. And yeah, it's not so much. It doesn't look like the chickens became abyssal chickens. It looks like the chickens were used as portals for abyssal chickens. So you can see that the chicken remnants are there. It's just that there
was a chicken swap.
It was like a chicken came out of it like a portal. Did I get all of them?
Gross.
Yep, looks like it. Okay, cool. So abyssal chickens will be going on 20. So right before the big chicken. All right. So Nyx is done. We move to Uther, who wakes up from being knocked down by chicken beak these times. Sorry, let me show real quick. This is what an
Gross.
abyssal chicken looks like. And quickly remove the show to
Oh, what did they
players.
call the tremors things on the
Oh,
walking ones? Not the
Ass
graboids, but
blasters.
no, ass blasters were the flying ones.
That was the third one, yeah. It was,
Do they
I don't
have a
even
name for the
remember.
walking ones? Walking graboid. This isn't important. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. Uther's up. It's actually you that I'm waiting on.
Oh fuck! All right, becoming less important.
Hold on. You do the
Uther-
you
Uther-
do D&D and I'll look stuff up, okay?
Uther fears no abyssal chicken. I'm sure of it.
Huh? Sure he doesn't.
Fuck, why is he a ranger? I don't know shit about rangers.
Shriekers.
Shriekers, nice.
That's why they started doing Infrasight too in the series.
He doesn't have a bonus action dash. He's just a ranger.
Yep, and
Type,
he would have
yeah?
lost
Okay.
concentration on Zephyr Strike when he got dropped, so.
Fair. How high are the ceilings?
Really high, so I'd say about 80 feet.
God damn.
I told you it was a massive, like, citadel of chicken worship.
I guess so. He's going to
Go upwards.
just sort of, yeah, he's gonna run up the wall.
Disengage his action.
I don't, yeah, disengage is an action. That's the one.
And then
Clever old John, you.
for flavor, as he's kind of going up to the wall and climbing, like I said, they were like chicken coops on kind of like tier-cool little like chicken walks. He's
Yeah.
climbing up those, right? And as he's doing so, some of the chicken coops still have their hens in them. And so like chicken parts are flying out as an abyssal chicken kind of like fluttering out past him and landing on the ground. And he's just like, oh!
Yeah,
Oh!
he's careful.
Yeah. But like chickens are bursting out onto the scene as he's making his
But
way up the wall.
he's gonna be 15-ish feet up that wall.
Okay. And that is as action. Bonus actions. Chill.
I don't think he has any good bonus action, so I think yes.
All right. So before Bayless, it'll go to the abyssal chickens, and so we get to prove how excitingly fun they happen to be. They start kind of fluttering and kind of walking, like they are kind of moving and maneuvering as if they were kind of newborn or just kind of like first manifest. A bunch of them will just start kind of swarming towards Silas. And they are flying. And when I say flying, it's more kind of like a running and like kind of flapping their wings and kind of getting like maybe like a pulse of altitude and then kind of slipping and falling and sliding towards you. The three that manage to get in close to you, while the other ones kind of like bolt in behind you or behind them, kind of actually get little snaps with their big old teeth filled maws like towards your like shins and ankles. Here we go with those. I don't know if that's rolling out loud. Probably not. Yeah, okay, cool. And you attacked recklessly last turn, right?
Always.
Yeah, of course. So one of them hits, and it'll do, after you're having, 2 points of piercing damage. And then these ones, are going to, for the hilarity of it, move underneath Uther, and they're all kind of jumping up and down, like maybe making like a height of 5 feet at the highest as they're kind of fluttering. But
No,
yeah.
they gotta be exactly like shriekers. They start stacking themselves.
Oh, not yet. They're not
Trying
smart
to
enough
get.
yet. It is
Damn
something
it!
I do plan on doing. I didn't want to do it right
I'm
off the bat.
sorry to spoil it.
It's
Then shame
okay.
on me.
No, it's fine. Like we both are using
The
the
parallel
same
was right there.
thing. But yeah, more are gonna rush out the door.
Go watch Tremors 2.
Yeah, go watch Tremors too.
let me go shout out to Tremors 2.
I mean, the Tremors series as a whole, like for sure. Like
Pretty damn fun.
when I run a boulet or a purple worm, that's exactly where my brain goes. Like I'm just
This whole town's a smorgasbord.
yeah.
All right.
Some really classic
Sorry,
scenes.
buddy.
Only those ones. Okay, that's gonna be a few. Actually,
Are they trying to wriggle under the door? Because that was my plan.
big dog. Well, it's not. When you get to it, the best way to describe it is the door's kind of like a pretty large wooden kind of like thing that can be opened, kind of like a barn door. But it has a couple of sections on it, like a smaller door that's like for people to walk through, and then a smaller little gate that doesn't have a closing kind of device to it. It's just kind of like a small little space for chickens to run through. So that one that gets through is the one who figured it out, and he manages to get behind you and get a bite in. So they're going to swing with their bites. I've got 2 on Ezekiel. 22.
25 Macy.
That's right. So misses all the time. You don't even feel them behind you. 3 on Nyx. And his AC is
17.
pretty good. So only 1. It will do 6 piercing damage, which is max damage for them, by the way. On their next turns when they're not moving, they may get more attack depending on if people stand still or not. Then it's going to be 2 attacks on Bodhi. And I rolled 2 10s, and I know it's higher than 10, not much. And then 4 on Sanat.
Not much. It's half as much again, mister.
Okay, so we're only getting 1 of the 4 that are hitting Sanat, but I will let you know that it is keyable for if you shield, it will block it. So
He's got mirror image.
My image.
Mirror image.
What-
Sorry, roll. Oh god, click the
D20?
spell again for me. I know how this works. My brain is just not remembering. Roll a d20. So 7 says, if you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack to a duplicate. So that means one of the 3 duplicates will pop. So we are down to 2 remaining. Okay. Then it'll go to Bayless. On Bayless's turn, it will, as a free action at the start of its turn, stare down at one of the abyssal chickens. And as it does so, you watch as the abyssal chicken starts to disincorporate and kind of fall apart, like almost as if a chicken was being boiled for like a really, really long time in a very, very hot like sludge. You just see the parts kind of like disassemble off of the bone and then streak and slap onto the side of the chicken, kind of entering into its feathers. And at that point, it seems to heal
Good job, Silas.
the big chicken. So this one goes away. And then it will turn its attention to... Nyx is the one who knocked me down. It'll, as a bonus action, disengage.
23 to hit.
Sentinel. That'll work.
Yep.
So that means it will not move. And it'll take 6. So then its attention will turn in anger towards Ezekiel. And I'll go ahead and go for 2 claw attacks. First one misses, second one will hit, 27. It'll do 12 slashing. And since it didn't hit with both, it'll just be normal. And then its last attack will be a peck, which will hit a 19. So as it kind of jumps up into the air, kind of slam, one of them kind of gets over your shield and kind of cuts across like your chin. And then as you see its weight shifting, you can hear like the streak of its beak coming straight down. And as you kind of move to the side, it slams into the wood, splinters outward from it, and it kind of buries its beak like a good solid 2 feet into the ground. Like if that was you, it would have hurt. I rolled 38 damage. Sanat.
I'm gonna cast Fire Shield on myself.
Awesome.
And
It's a very fun spell. In what mode are we using?
fire. The heat. The
Heat shield or warm shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the warm one.
Warm or chill are two
Well,
options.
yeah,
Whatever,
the one that has fire around
The
me.
one that does the fire.
And
One that hurts chickens.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're abyssal chickens. I bet that they have resistance to both fire and cold. So, but fire seems like a better option.
That's smart, that's smart thinking.
Well, gotta be intelligence for some reason.
I know
and
demons.
I'm gonna that'll be it for this one.
Okay. Solid. In between Sanat and Silas, Bayless will use its mythic action Confusion. I need Ezekiel and Silas to make checking. Sorry, wisdom saving throws.
You got this.
A chicken is giving us a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah.
20.
Silas.
Why did he cross the road, Chody?
Can I go ahead and use my inspiration to
Yeah,
pass?
absolutely.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you feel this kind of sense of like everything kind of shifting and everything kind of changing for a second. It's almost like you stepped into like a 60s Beatles video. Like it's like everything like color swaps and it seems like a cartoon for a second as the chicken kind of maneuvers about in a strange fashion. But then you kind of close your eyes, blink hard, and kind of focus, and you're back in the state of things. It felt like some sort of shift of just reality kind of entered into your brain and tried to change your perception of it. So Silas, you are up.
Sorry.
It's okay.
When he sees the fire shield go up, Silas kind of has a gleam in his eye, and he starts holding his axe and starts focusing on it, and it engulfs in flames. And he does 2 into it, and he's going to attack twice.
On the chicken. Let's do it. Alright. The second one will actually be a 19, but that'll still hit. Because we
Right
don't
on
have
the
the
one.
Yeah, we don't have the penalty there. So perfect. That's a lot of damage. Let's take a look here.
That's 40 on the first one.
All the
Woo!
math seems good. Yep.
65 total.
Indeed. So this is important though. The fire damage is 6 and 12, so 18. And then we have the rage damage being 2, and then we have the slashing damage being 20. So 22 half is 11. It's still benefiting from resistance to weapon damage, just like the barbarian. And then the second attack, we have the fire damage being 5, and then we have the real slashing damage there, 2 and 8, 20, so 8, 10. Okay, solid hits. It seems to be hurt back to its half state again. It kind of grows over that when it first popped that chicken, but it's back down a bit. Silas, anything else from you, bonus action wise? Bonus action was shift the fire. You're good.
Yeah.
You're not moving, right?
Nope, I'm saying I'm fighting. That's what I do.
Makes sense. In between Silas and Bodhi, I'm going to do the Confusion again. I now have 5 legendary actions, so I'll use 2 more of them to cycle again. Silas and Ezekiel both need to make wisdom saves. Success, failure. No time or success here for you. You are now under the confusion state, so during your turns you will act according to a random roll.
Can I give him my inspiration?
Won't change anything.
It won't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Kind
Sorry,
of.
buddy. I tried.
Thanks, man.
Bodhi, you're up.
Oh, okay. Hey, you'd think I'd plan while everything else is going on. Mind Sliver seemed to do the trick, and I hate that chicken. So, yeah, I'm gonna.
Uther's looking pretty rough over there, though.
Uther's up a wall.
with abyssal chickens climbing up trying to
I
get
told
to
you
it.
what was
Now-
going to happen next turn. You already prophesized what's going to happen next turn.
Ah,
so-
shit, I did though.
If
They
I
go on
wasn't
20?
surrounded by 4 of them, I would have gone over there to help him, but
Yeah, all right, maybe I should think of something. I'm almost there. Hang on.
No worries.
I'm formulating a plan.
As long as it's worth the wait.
God, he's so far away.
Yeah, he's don't worry about altitude
If-
for purposes.
If he can land on a wall, right?
Who? Uther? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, then I'm going to twin the spell.
Vortex.
That my favorite one. Yeah, the vortex warp. And I'm gonna move Uther even higher up the wall to
Let's just say
I don't know, near the roof.
Yep.
And my friend Sanat looks like he's in trouble, so I can move him towards the entrance.
He
How
does
about
have
that?
the fire shield, so
Yeah,
it
if
does
they
look like
attack
he's gone
me-
into turtle shell.
Okay, then if he doesn't like that,
You look like you have a shit ton of these guys about.
I
Yeah.
know that, but I can't
You're-
vortex warp myself.
You can't.
No,
Oh.
do you have Misty
I don't
Step
think
or
so.
something?
Double
I know
check-
I have Misty
check
Step.
Vortex warp.
Another creature you can see within
Yep.
range.
Correct.
So that means not me.
Correct.
Well, then I don't twin it. I just do it,
Yeah, that's fine.
and
6 magic points.
I'm gonna do the right thing, and I'm going to quicken the brain break on that chicken.
Mind sliver.
Mind Sliver, that's the one.
Okay.
DC 15, you turd. Roll
will
past a
roll it.
0.
I failed, so I will take damage, and I am still vulnerable to it. So
Only I
it's
did more.
super effective. You immediately notice that its eyes kind of move towards you.
That's fine. This is fun.
Let me double check something for confusion. An infected creature can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns. Okay, that was the main thing, the reactions part. Cool. It's not its turn, it's just doing its one thing, so then I'll reacclimate, that's all I can do. It's going to stare at one of the ones down here and pop it and regain hit points. Okay. That was in between Bodhi and Ezekiel. Ezekiel, you're up.
27 to hit.
Yeah.
And 13 misses.
6 and
Wait, I have D8. Hold on. 17 misses. Two.
18's the AC, yep. Ezekiel done?
Yep, Ezekiel's done.
Nix.
Nix. He's also gonna big boy spell the big chicken.
Okay.
Is that wisdom saving throw?
They're pretty good at this one.
Back to D4. I'll roll the D4.
I got an 18, so
Shit. Shit.
So 17 will still succeed.
Can you believe it, boys?
Yeah, you
Almost.
rolled a 2. No, 3. 3
Uh-huh.
So it does half and then full.
Oh, it's this end. That's right. So half would be 20, so half times 2 is 20. Alright. But no spell effect.
Yeah.
Alright, Nyx is done. It'll go to... its focus will change again, by the way. The most psychic damage was done by Nyx, so... When Andy
Smart,
gets back
smart.
from Japan, we can go ahead and tell him why his character's killed, right? Uther.
He knew the risk. So these chickens are still just sort of standing in that formation, right?
The ones below?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Below Uther?
Yeah, they're kind of just jumping up and down, trying to kind of get up to him. It does look like
Let's-
they are figuring out how the chicken coop, walks work, but that'll only
Yeah.
get them up so high. If he's on the ceiling, they can only go up about 40 feet.
Okay. Well, hell, what's the range on some of these spells? Now that I need to look at these. One sec.
Just to keep in mind, too, you would know that Uther currently at range is not going to be able to do shit to the big chicken.
I know about the big chicken.
Yeah.
Uther's worried about the small chickens that are healing him.
Picking them off.
Because he's a clever boy.
Picking the chicken.
Range of self. Okay. Because this is a longbow.
Hail of Thorns is a really good spell if you're
That's the one I'm looking at. And I'm trying to figure out my range,
how it
bro.
works is the self is it casts it on the weapon. And then
Right.
you can fire the arrow
So
down.
they're within 150.
Yeah, the range is going to be
Okay.
the shot. And yeah, go ahead and click Hail of Thorns down so we just have it for reading purposes.
Yeah. You know it.
And
Scroll
then
past it.
you're going to pick, in all honesty, you're going to pick that one if you're shooting the ones below you.
I kind of feel like I should help out my pal Silas.
You can't omit
And-
him from the Hail of Thorns, so you will be shooting your friend Silas.
Well, if I aim for this one, you know what?
Bang for your buck, it's going to be the ones right below you.
Let's shoot the ones directly below him. That's the smartest move.
Yeah.
So deck
Is this
save from that one.
Well, real quick, it's going to be an attack first. Is this going to
That's
be?
okay.
That's really great. Is this going to be a first level spell slot or second level spell slot?
It didn't occur to me.
You can cast
We're-
it higher.
we're
It'll do
doing-
an additional D10 for each slot you cast above one.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay.
Fuck chickens. We're doing a second.
All right. Perfect. First one's going to splatter, and then when it hits, you watch it pinion the abyssal chicken to the ground, and when it hits, it bursts outwards from the arrow cleanly, since it's not much of the chicken remaining. So it's a good spread of the burst. They're going to make their dexterity saving throws. And,
I think it's. Is it just one?
each one of them is going to roll a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Got it.
You're
My
gonna roll
bad.
1 damage, so it'll be 2d10.
Got it.
Yeah, every single creature within 5 feet of it.
7.
Okay, not bad. It won't kill any of them, but it definitely wounds all of them, in that they did not pass their save, but they have more than 7 hit points.
Okay. Worth learning.
They're all bloodied, if that helps you
Worth learning.
figuring out the metric there.
It does.
And this one is jab. Alright. Sounds like a good turn. Bonus action, and no movement, staying up on the ceiling.
Yeah, he's gonna stay put.
Alright, it'll go to the little ones. They will start hustling upwards towards Uther. They get about 40 feet below him, and they're kind of like slowly hopping and trying to kind of figure out ways to climb. One of them actually flies high enough that it gets within like 10 feet of him, but then immediately falls backwards and kind of away from the wall, slams down onto the ground, and just splatters.
Nice. That was also part of the plan. Was that they'd be foolhardy enough.
This is the only one that has to move for Silas, so the other ones will get their full itinerary of attacks, which will be claw and bite. They can't use claw if they're running. You are obviously reckless, so those will both hit. After halving, it'll be 3 piercing damage and 3 slashing damage from all the attacks I swung at you. And then
Got it.
against Ezekiel, they did not move either, so they'll get the full itinerary. That'll miss for the bite, that'll miss for the claw, that'll miss for the bite, that'll miss for the... Nope, that crits for the claw, which will crit for a total of 9 damage on Ezekiel. You throw enough attacks, boys, you'll get 1. Against Nyx, they also were stationary, so they're going to get their full itinerary. Bite, claw. His AC is...
17.
That's right. I always check, because apparently the tokens don't auto-update.
Yeah, I had to update mine.
Okay, so miss, hit, and then hit, and then miss, hit. So we've got. Let me double check here. So it's miss, hit 6, 4, 7, and 7. So 14, 18, 24 damage on Nyx. As they just start kind of tearing into him, jumping at him, kind of squawking, and this kind of like sound as they kind of just go for it. Alright, they do not care about the fire, they are going for it. When I say they do not care about the fire, I don't mean they're immune to it. They are resistant, like you clearly called.
They're foolhardy, like we knew.
Yeah, they are pretty dumb. Miss, miss, hit, miss. The hit is not shield proc worthy. And then hit, also not shield proc worthy. So we got 2 bites in on you. And then for fire shield is if they attack you, correct?
He's still got his image mirror thing.
Yeah, we'll cover that here in a second.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Just for attacking him, I'm gonna let's see. In addition, whenever a creature within hits you, hit is the key. So they ones that miss don't take fire damage. The ones that hit you do. So I am going to rule that because you're muted, if you're talking at me.
I hit the mic. Sorry, I was like, if does that mean like would that be if they hit me and not a mirror image
So,
or?
I was about to say, because the mirror images are close in proximity, and technically it will not be a hit, I'm going to say that if they do strike a mirror, they're not taking damage either, because it specifically hits you, and mirror image specifically says hits the
I figured.
image. So let's go ahead and work this out. Go ahead and roll a d20 for the first one. We got 2 attacks that hit, so yeah, first attack. So that's lower than 6, which means it'll hit you dedicated. So that'll be 8 piercing damage. And then the second bite hits. Go ahead and roll a d20. Which, is it 6 or higher? Or was
It went higher. It's
Yeah,
the second one. It has
because
to be
you
higher
lost.
than an 8, I think.
Because you lost one. So that'll also hit you. And that'll be for 5 piercing damage. Now those do dedicated hits. So let's go back to fucking shield. Oh my god. I love wizards, but they're so much work. It's cool, it's cool. Okay, so 2d8 fire damage. Since these are separate instances, go ahead and roll them both separate.
I did.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. So we're going to look at 7 at the first one, half is 3, and
10 was the other one,
half is 5.
and I
Perfect.
took 8 and 5. Right.
5, yep, piercing. And so that would have
And
been
that
this
was-
one that burned and this one that burned.
And even with like mage armor, those still were 8 and 5.
Yeah, and they were, because mage armor is not going to block damage. It just raises your
Yeah.
AC.
I just didn't know if you knew. It only increases my AC by 1 from what it would have been otherwise. But
23 was the first hit, and 21 was the second hit, which means that I think you'd be at 13 AC, right?
I think I'm 14 with
14.
mage armor.
Gotcha. So even if you popped a shield, it wouldn't have been able to block either of those attacks. Cool. That's all my chicken. Oh no,
No, it's not.
got a lot more. I don't know if Bodhi's ever been devoured entirely whole cloth by chickens.
Not by chickens, no.
Yeah, abyssal chickens. Yes.
Even further, no.
Okay, so this will be.
It was mostly rats and dogs.
This will be a new one on the docket, I guess. But only one of them was stationary, so only one of them is going to get both attacks again. If they're moving, they're on their claws. They won't be able to jump and like attack. They're not that smart,
Mhm.
so it just run at you with their face. The ones that aren't moving can jump and do cool shit.
Cool.
And yeah, don't miscount your chickens, and also don't count them before they're hatched. That'll hit, of course, because you have.
I'm gonna shield as a reaction.
Ooh, okay, good choice. Your AC base is 12.
Goes up to 20. My AC with mage armor is 15.
Oh, right. Hold on. There we go. So then,
My AC
Those
is
will-
now 20.
those will both miss. And so then we've got the 1, 2, 3 that will be able to swing with the beak. 1, 2, 3. 1 hits. 21
I'll take it.
will get it. So 6 piercing. That last
I'm
one,
bloodied.
you're kind of like blocking and moving the arcane shield, blocking them and kind of looking down, and then one head kind of peeks out of the chicken like door and like slams into your ankle. You're like, fuck!
Bastard.
Sanat.
My it was my AC is 15 with mage armor. Sorry, I didn't read it all the way.
Yeah.
But I am gonna cast.
Big chicken also didn't.
Sorry,
go.
hold on. Then I'm gonna back
Oh, yeah.
up. I'm gonna back up for a second. The one that did 8 to you was a 20 on the nose. So if you want to, oh no, shield will still. It'll just increase it to 220. Never mind.
No.
It wouldn't block.
No, it's fine. But the big chicken didn't go. He goes before me.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Of course. So Silas is confused.
As much as I would like to jump up and
Is aware of that. I think I'm gonna go claw peck on the dog. Yeah. Claw 23 misses,
Yep.
30 hits. It won't do enough damage for me to get advantage on the next attack. 13 is not enough, and then peck 20 misses. But the 29 on the other side would have hit.
That's true.
Yeah, just the 13 slashing, buddy.
There's that would've.
Well, if I roll, so the claws are.
If I had.
No, I even got the thing.
It's just like when you play Magic, Joe.
No, it's the peck. The peck is the one that does it. I did it wrong,
Yeah.
just like I do in Magic. And I'm gonna do it when we.
If
play
I had
One
done
Piece.
this,
So
I would have won if this had happened.
You are up.
I'm gonna do magic missile,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do it at the higher level at
level?
level 3. So I'm making 5.
Yeah, it'll be 2 additional. So you're gonna click it 4 more times, and then once you have them all out, the way I usually play Magic Missile, just go ahead and drop them all down. You can go beat for beat, 1 for 1. Target a creature, and then determine if that's the one you want to hit. If you're just dumping them all into the big one, that's great. But if you want to pop little ones, just pick the one.
Yeah,
you want
I
to
don't.
target.
Which the 2 that were next to me that hit me
Yeah.
are the 2 5s. Those were the first 2 I was aiming at.
1 and then
and then
one, one for each.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll kill
Yeah.
the one on the south of you. And I will remove it because these don't stay. They don't have corpses. When fiends blow up in the material plane, they burst into kind of like fiendish sulfur and then shift back to where they came from. It will not kill the one that only took the smaller amount of damage, the 6 half 3. So do you want to put
Okay.
do you want to put that 2 into him?
No, I'm gonna send the other 3 over to the 3 around Silas, or around Uther. I'm sorry,
Gotcha.
the 3 that he hurt.
That'll kill all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, at least I have mirror images to help me. He's got not much go.
He's
Jeremy-
got distance.
Jeremy's not here to do it, but I'm pretty sure he would. He'd probably say Uther gives like a look over to Sanat, kind of like one of those Jeremy looks, like okay. that's what Jeremy
That's what he
does all
looks
the
like
time.
to you.
I've never seen one of
Jeremy's
those looks
always like-
from Jeremy
With
ever.
finger guns. He's always got the duck face, you know. That's,
He's
that's
always got his
Jeremy.
dry martini.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
dry martini.
Oh, he's
And he's
got
pointing.
his top hat.
Plays with his
top hat.
mustache.
He's doing a cool like little.
That's what he does.
Dance. He's doing a dance. I guess he's wearing.
Yeah,
he's
you've
wearing-
known him longer than any of us.
Yeah, right, exactly. He's wearing like full coat and tails. Like
Yeah.
that's Jeremy to the 9s. So not done. Any other? Do you want to move or bonus action?
I'm gonna phase step myself over by Nick.
Phase step is not casting of Misty Step. It is a very separate function. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, well, if it says you can cast Misty Step, which is what I think it used to do, it's still a spell. So you couldn't do it after casting Magic Missile, but it doesn't say that. It's separate. Old Eladrin used to say you can cast Misty Step once per day.
No, I get it 3 times.
Yeah, and it's not a spell, so you can do it after casting.
Exactly. And I'm gonna go. Wait, 30 feet. Hold on 1 second.
No worries. And you are currently in what season are we in?
Spring. So it doesn't. I can move other people. Not
I was mostly
like
just
if I'm
doing-
close to them, I can touch them and move them instead.
I forgot
um,
that you had shifted
But
green hair this time.
I'm like 30 feet. Doesn't really get me very far. Let's see.
If you're looking for a space that's not engaged, like here's good, or here, it'll be closer to the boss, but outside of range. Like actually here, because we know that the peck has a 10-foot range. Yeah, those would be fine. Cool.
That was it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Then I'm
yep.
good.
It's not done. Oh, you still have movement now too. You can actually like get further by hoofing it.
Skedaddle.
Beat the feet.
Did you know that before you selected your place, or do you want to? Okay.
All right, now I'm done.
Sanat, done. In between Sanat and Silas, it will do a thing. The thing it'll do is going to one of the ones that did not take damage from you, Sanat, bursts into chicken matter and flies into the big chicken.
Oh, they could do that from anywhere. Shit. Okay. I thought they had to be adjacent.
Nope.
Well, that makes it trickier. John.
Told you this is gonna be a rough one.
I thought the chicken himself was just sort of devouring the smaller one.
Silas, you are up.
Tell me what to do.
Oh, right,
You roll a
D10.
die.
Roll a d10.
A D10.
Ooh, okay, that might be good for you. That might be good for you.
Okay.
On a roll of a 9 or 10, the creature can act and move normally. At the end of each of its turns, an affected creature can make a wisdom saving throw. And it
Cool.
succeeds,
I'm
it
going
actually
to.
Fucking
My
murder check.
my axe is still fiery, right?
Yeah, it hasn't changed. There's nothing changed.
Yep.
Alright, first attack will miss. You're attacking the big one still?
Yeah.
Okay, first attack misses. Second attack will hit. That's a lot of damage. So we're looking at 20. Oh, sorry, we have to do the math separate. So the fire is 14. That's big. And then.
Are you saying the fire is 14?
So if you look at the 16 above the word rage, if you highlight over
Uh-huh.
it, it'll show you 2 plus 2d8. The d8s are fire.
Okay.
So, yeah, just.
I was just curious where the number was coming from.
No problem. And then the rest was 10, so that'll be 5 after having. Okay. And then anything else from you, Silas?
Wisdom saving throw.
Correct. That'll succeed. You are no longer confused.
Take that
Lucky.
link out from me.
And after Silas's turn, it'll go to legendary action. And
He's
and
like,
you'll
"Get that
command
pink dot."
Silas to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Get that dirty shit
What?
off of me.
Damn it.
You heard me.
God
Right
dang
back to it, baby.
But hey, you're gonna succeed just the same again. You're gonna roll that 9, and then you're gonna pass,
It's like
and then you might get tricked by a chicken the third time.
to explain like the idea of what's happening here. Have you ever seen like the commercials for Team Fortress 2, where the pyromancer like sees the world a different way and like
Yeah.
it's not that way? Yeah, it's that. That's what's happening. Like your shift like into
He's
like,
committing war crimes, but in his mind, he's like playing with
Yeah.
cherubs and jumping through them.
you're in the middle of a
like-
horrifying situation, but to you it looks like you're in like Candyland. All right, Bodhi, you're up.
Any fight?
That's every fight.
Yeah.
Yay! This chicken cordon dead. I'm a chef. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
It is like the
Oh,
best
you're
place
fine.
ever for me.
Yeah, this is great. Like we haven't had abyssal chicken. Too bad there's no corpses left behind. But yeah, to get that sweet meat, you're gonna have to go to the 13 gates and find it.
We're going to thunderstep away from these turkeys.
Good choice. Other chickens though.
They're chickens, not turkeys.
Fuck 'em.
Jesus fuck. Okay, I don't even have to roll. That just obliterates all of the ones near you. Is it 10 feet out from you or 5 feet?
10 feet out.
Oh god.
Yeah. I think I'm really fucking up those chickens on the other side of that door.
So the reason why I didn't roll any saves because exactly half of that is exactly their hit points.
Nice. Good to know.
And every time it reacclimates, it gains hit points equal to how much it had left. Just to let you
We're
know.
gonna go towards this window, because I like having escape routes. And we're going to quicken, one more dang old time, the spell, Eldritch Blast. And we're gonna target, are any of the chickens near Nick's damaged?
No.
Okay, we're just gonna work our
There's
way.
only one alive chicken that's hurt, and it was near where I was.
The hell with that guy. I'll deal with these chickens first. So southernmost chicken next to Nick's. 19 to hit for 5 force.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna hit that same chicken one more time. First 2.
It is down to 3.
Yeah. I'm just doing my part.
Its
And
attention does change from next to you, though.
I'm just gonna move.
Alright. In between Bodhi and Ezekiel, again, remembering you can't take reactions because you're confused, it will wing attack. The two of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
Me too.
Yeah. Alright. So, Silas, you are knocked prone and you take 11 points of force damage.
I have danger sense gives me just advantage, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So it'll be a half of 11, so it'll be 5. The chicken flies straight up into the air and will land on kind of the edge here. It's definitely a very kind of precarious position. It lands on the coops so that it's kind of hanging on
Can
the
he
wall.
not do his interrupt thing with the
They don't have reactions, they're confused.
Oh, both of them are?
Yeah, they both got knocked this time.
Guys,
The dog's like,
that
"Jump into your
chicken
med."
tricked you.
He's a slippery chicken.
Okay. You did your best.
But yeah, he slams up onto
Oh, this doesn't look good for you, sir.
the scaffolding there. He is tall enough that he's now within range to attack him.
Uh-huh.
Alright, Ezekiel, go ahead and roll a d10. Nothing, just nothing, and then roll a wisdom saving throw. Get back to normal. Nyx.
Nyx is going to fight the ones in front of him now. He's been hurt bad enough by him.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Thunderwave.
He does have that. Yeah. That
He,
hit all of them. Or no?
he could. Yeah, he could. Technically, he can make the cube so it's diagonal shaped. Pointed that way. That's fine. Folks, hold on. Wait, we got a thing. I want to make sure we understand what I'm saying. So you're hitting it like that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Did that show for everybody?
I saw a big diamond that looked like it was gonna hurt Ezekiel.
Okay, because we got the new thing. I just want to make sure we see the new thing. So it's like you can shape the spells without using a template. That's obviously too big, but yeah, if you use the measuring tool, you can change it from line to circle. You can change it from line to cone. Yeah, there's all cool new effects. Roll20 is really stepping their game up, so we love to see it.
Oh, say please.
Oh shit. Okay. Dead. Those are some bad rolls. Is what that was. They all. You play Baldur's Gate. You know what happens. They all fly away from you and kind of like thud onto the wood, like a good 50 feet away. Right. It shoots them 10 or 10. Okay. And then they disappear because they don't have corpses. I keep on forgetting that.
There will be no meat to sell.
There will be no meat to sell. So that's Nyx. Uther. Actually,
So Uther's in a
sorry.
pickle, huh?
I will use my last legendary action for the turn to make a bite attack against Uther with the big chicken.
You don't have to.
22 to hit for 5 piercing. Or no,
Okay.
wrong chicken.
Come on, 5 piercing.
It's like 5 piercing. We're gonna go with this one, so it will be 22 piercing.
Do I have my reaction back right now?
Yes.
I was confused when I ended. Okay. Let's see here. My
Are
map
you gonna
is-
react to save Uther, who's 80
Yeah.
feet in the air somehow?
Oh, that's right.
We're
It's up
gonna
in the
use
air.
Well,
he's
chickens.
40 feet up, so you can hit it if it's 40 feet out.
Okay, let me double check. Da-da-da-da.
The small chickens don't have sentinel, do they?
No.
Oh, thank God.
That would be
Could
impressive.
you imagine?
Okay, so I can't do the one I wanted to do. But the one I will do is Runic Shield. When a creature I can see within 60 feet of me is hit by an attack roll. Oh wait, I don't think I can see Uther.
He's up high enough. You should be able to, right?
Yeah, is he up high enough, like within 60 feet of me being able to see him?
The bird?
The cat, the,
Uther.
No.
the chicken's kind of in the way. I feel.
Yeah, Uther's
never mind
80
then.
feet up. He said he was up towards the roof.
Never mind then. I
Okay.
can't do it.
So yeah, 22 piercing damage for Uther. Is he still standing? Or
No,
okay.
I think he's taking a tumble off that wall. Yeah.
Roll. Well, that depends. The gloves don't stop working, but it will depend on his weight distribution. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and just roll me a d100. If it's under a 20, he falls. If not, he's fine. It is under a 20.
Ha.
So go ahead and he fell.
Take that, Uther.
He fell 20 feet. His fall is being broken here. So go ahead and roll me 2d10.
Onto the chicken.
And if it's less than, it's not. Okay, I was gonna say if it's less than 10, the chicken really does break his fall. So Uther's taking half of that, which will be 6.
6.
And the chicken's taking all of that because it is taking the full brunt of a stone man. The chicken is
Nice.
a little fluffier on the reception. It's not staying on him though. It's not going to stay on the chicken. It's going to continue falling. But due to its fall being broken and it hitting where it hits, it's going to kind of tumble down and kind of smatter down into where the abyssal chickens were. And I forgot to delete them. But yeah, so he's on the ground, at ground level, and I suppose during the fall he would take 2 more no, just 1 flat. So 1 death saving throw on him is already passed out. And why can't I grab a hold of this guy?
He just fails a death save, doesn't he, for taking damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, typically it'd be for multiple instances.
Okay, but he took the one hit when he landed on the chicken and the second hit when he hit the floor.
Correct. So I think it would be
Okay.
2.
Good.
Which means then after
He's in trouble.
this was between. Oh shit! So this was actually before Uther's turn, so it's Uther's turn now. At the start of his turn, he
Oh,
that's
god damn it.
Sorry.
You're sorry.
He's
As long
fine.
as you're sorry, John.
Then it goes to the abyssal chickens, who the ones who haven't moved are going to attack their respective parties. Bite, claw against you, Silas. Bite, claw. Bite, claw. Bite, claw. And we got an advantage because you did break the confusion and swing recklessly last turn. So let me just add the halves. 3, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 18
The hell's
after
going
having for Silas. 18 damage total. They all hit.
What? Wow.
They all hit, and there was a couple crits in there, but they were still like there was one crit that was 5 damage. Yeah, it was.
18's pretty good since they've been doing like 2s and 3s.
For a total of 8 attacks, it's not really great because that's like an average of 3 damage or less. I'm bad with math. It's probably less. The 2 that are not engaged at current, looking at the situation, will move on Ezekiel. The 2 that are still in the back are going to rush out. Actually, one of them will. The other one disappears into shadow.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, then the big chicken goes. It will kind of holding its position tentatively, like it's not a strong grasp. One of you needs to go ahead and roll me a d100, and if it is under 75, it breaks and it falls. If it's over 75, it's able to jump down of its own volition. So it fails.
57.
So someone needs to roll 4d10.
Should I keep going? I'll keep going.
I'm going to delete these here.
23. Oh,
All right.
yeah, 23. Go with that one.
Yeah,
You were very
whoever
close.
came first is what I was going to say. It's halved anyways because of the raging, but yeah, it's still fine. 11 damage. Slams into the ground. It very quickly kind of like maneuvers kind of back onto its feet. Upon doing so, it'll shift and look for the closest target. Seeing Sanat, it'll move over. And it's moving, so it doesn't get to make its claws. So it's just going to go for some pecks. First attack will miss. second attack will crit. Does anybody have any reactions?
I'm gonna make the crit hit one of the smaller ones with my rune. Hang on a minute, I'll find it. I'll pop it up for you.
I'm checking specific wording here for a second. Hold on. It's about
What's
the
the
second.
difference?
It's about the feature of the normal attack, because the attack targeted. Invoke the rune and choose a different creature within view other than the attacker. The chosen creature becomes the target of the attack. That is important. Okay, cool. So then, the fact that I dealt a shit ton of damage. Which one are you wanting? Dang it.
I just did this one.
Oh, hold on. You were confused still, or you?
No,
no.
I passed it.
He broke it.
You
This one?
passed it earlier.
This one
Yep.
here. Okay.
Yep.
That's right. I remember. Just one turn of no. Anything.
I was just testing it.
Basically, the beak comes down, and this kind of shift of cloud kind of appears in front of you. So not as your light flashes before your eyes. Then its head kind of pops back out of the cloud as the rune finishes its job. But for you, Ezekiel, you watch as the end portion of that cloud appears next to that chicken. The head slams into it and just buries it 3 feet into the ground as that beak was going supersonic. I just dealt 58 points of damage to the thing. Just extracts it back out in a horrifying fashion. Like just misty fun times of destruction. And then the last attack will hit, but it is shieldable for you. 19 is the hit number.
It hits mirror image.
Okay. And that's
Now I'm down to 1.
One more. Okay. God, that crit was never going to happen, was it? Even without Ezekiel, you would have rolled the 4.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm having fun.
I was sure Ezekiel was wasting that, but then when he obliterated that chicken, that really did it for me.
It was worth
That was
it.
pretty cool.
Sanat.
So I'm gonna use. Let's see. Where's the button for this guy? Soren's Thirst.
Norn Thirst. Sorry, this is a classic magic joke. Perfect. 12 will miss. Does anybody want to spend inspiration?
I don't have
I can-
any.
I can use mine.
You had okay, cool. Could have spoken up
Oh, do I
first,
need
or
to
whatever.
Roll, do I roll it again? Is that what I do?
No. It just goes for the 23.
Okay. And then
Correct. So 24 damage, and I believe you get half the amount you dealt back on you. So 24 down, so you get 12. Anything else?
yes, I'm going to face step my happy self away.
And that's 2 of the 3 you have, right?
Yep, that'll be my second one.
Cool.
Oh fuck it. We really need a distraction so we can get you out of there.
And then I'm gonna move. Guess back where I was, almost.
So in between Sanat's turn and Silas' turn, since I don't have a target direct for my beaky times, I'm going to wing flap, which will automatically kill Uther. So
Yep.
Uther is dead, but hold on. I don't know if this has been updated or not, but his ghost will appear.
I'm sure it hasn't.
Yeah. Again, I like the mechanic. I do have to find a way to streamline it better. But yeah, whoosh kind of flaps down, flies towards these two. Silas is still confused, so it's going to attack nobody. Wing action. Done.
What a waste.
So between
Almost
Sanat
like
and
he just
Silas,
wanted to
Silas,
kill
you're
me.
up D20. Or did you pass your confuse?
I did not pass. I passed it, and then you put it back on me.
Not the second one.
D20. Or D10, D10. Three says... Going back to my notes on confusion there. 3 will be... The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Sounds right.
Yep. A natural 1 is the weird one on that. Okay, cool. Silas done.
And I don't get a saving throw.
Oh, you do. At the end of every turn. That'll fail.
13.
I will say, though, 17 is the DC if anybody wants to help.
None of us have inspiration left.
That's right. Good. That's where I want you. So, Silas done. In between Silas and Bodhi, it has... That's only spent 2 so far, so I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to Peck. I'm going for Ezekiel. 21 misses.
Yeah.
Really hate that fucking dog. Bodhi.
Yeah, that kind of fucks my plan. Silas still confused?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Measurements. That's no good. Can I occupy the same space as a smaller creature?
No. Only if the creature is,
Even
not
temporarily?
hostile.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say no.
Okay.
If you want to, you can move there. I will let you know either one of those is going to be in threat and range for the creature. So, being adjacent to him puts you within range.
Well, I could share a space with Silas though, right? Or is that no?
Yeah, you could.
Just for a moment to cast, say, Thunderstep one more dang old time?
Yeah. If you want to rush
Okay.
around to him and then cast Thunderstep, you can. Because you can go around the chickens.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
We
I'm
need
cool
to get
with
rid
that.
of some of these damn chickens. We're doing that. And that'll be my last Thunderstep.
Alright, go ahead and put you where you're going and then follow up. The big chicken will make a con saving throw. Who the fuck rolls a natural 1 at a time like this? I'm not even going to roll... Oh, no, actually I do need to roll. They could possibly survive, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them does. The rest of them die. So, poof, 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 and half of 17 is 8, so it has 2 hit points.
And
Where'd you pop to?
we're gonna go over to here.
Alright.
And I'm gonna go one more over. I'm gonna hopefully have Jody land where I did the first time.
So, there you go.
If he's keen on it.
He's confused right now. He doesn't really...
Yeah, I
don't
know
know
he
what's
is. He's just
Honestly, what probably happened to him is you like ran over and you're like this cool like squidgy thing that turns into a Bodhi-shaped thing. You're like, "Hi, friend!" And then you hug him, and then there's just like rock metal, and like ETC drops down and just starts playing for no reason as chickens start turning into like confetti explosions, like like birthday explosions, and then you appear next to some other chickens who are like really happy to see you. That's what's happening in Silas's face right now. All while the walls are like bleeding in the background like ink. But yeah,
You
Bodhi,
like that part.
solid turn. I am going to spend another legendary action. I'm not attacking this time. I'm going to snuff out the straggler and gain 10 hit points back. Ezekiel, you are up and you are not confused.
Yay.
I did not have 2 legendary actions to be able to pop you here. Not
17
those
misses.
17 misses by 1, yep.
And 23.
That'll hit.
I forgot Giant Smite on that. It's 1 okay.
No worries.
Probably won't matter, but
11 damage. Or so half is 5.
yeah.
Alright. Anything else for Ezekiel?
Let's see here. I'm gonna bonus action Second Wind, which is a D10 plus my fighter level.
Correct. Which is
Hell
8.
yeah. Yep.
Solid heals. Between Ezekiel and Nyx, it's going to pop another chicken. Get some hit points back. And that's the last of its legendary actions. Nyx,
Dissonant Whispers.
of course. I was definitely bracing for that. Because this is big. So wisdom saving throw. I've got a pretty decent wisdom save. I'm going to roll really high on that. So 18 halved is 9. 9 doubled is back to 18. Alright. And I still haven't even run over there and murdered that stupid bug.
You should.
All right.
Jeremy and Andy have been tied on experience this whole time. They're not going to have each other if Jeremy dies here.
He did die here.
That's what I'm saying. Andy needs to die too,
Oh, I get you.
so they can lean on each other for their experience.
Does anybody like feel bad that the two people who are not here like are the ones that died? Like
I feel really bad that Jeremy's dead
well, yeah.
because apparently I could have done a lot of shit that would have saved him, and I didn't know about it.
I mean that's fair. Like, again, I needed.
Stone's endurance is a thing, and I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm not mad at you. I'm just
Okay,
I hate when this happens.
Well, yeah, I was jumping towards him because the Abyssal Chickens were doing pretty good work on everyone but him. Like, your dart away thing was making me sad that he wasn't being focused. But anyway, here we are. So, Nick's done. Uther up. It's Ghost Uther. And let me just check and see how far back he is. Yeah, he's pretty far back in leveling. What,
I don't know. He passed.
Okay.
Can he do anything?
Well, Calling of the Wraith gives him Scything Claw, which means he can do a thing. But again, if he dies in this state, he dies forever. So it's
Well,
probably...
fucking let him climb the wall again.
Oh, he doesn't have to really... Well, no, he can't. He doesn't have his...
Well, let him face the corner.
Okay. He can possess his own corpse. But...
That's lame.
Alright.
He died.
Uther done. It goes to the Abyssal Chickens. This one, who's barely alive, will rush up on Ezekiel, and then I will smash. Absolutely nothing. Jesus, fuck. Okay, yeah, no. 25 is too high for a +4. Okay, and then it'll go to the big chicken, who will... This fucking Ezekiel's keeping me caught out. I'm just gonna go for a triple peck, I think. Yeah, triple peck. Crit.
Not on my reaction on the mine. But Nyx does silvery barbs.
Okay. So it'll be a 29 to hit instead.
As long as it wasn't the crit.
It'll be a 15 piercing damage, because you don't take crit damage, you still have adamantine, right? Do you not have adamantine armor?
No, but he silvery barbs the crit.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure, like...
Oh, yeah, no. I wanted to, but,
What?
no, I just have a +1 plate.
Oh, okay. Why did I think you had adamantine armor?
I had an adamantine shield at one point.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, just 15 piercing. Because it did 15 or more damage on the attack with Peck, it has advantage on this next attack roll, which it will make another Peck attack. Advantage does not help as I roll double 19s. This last attack is being rolled raw. 26 to hit, so
yep.
13 more piercing damage.
Oh, ready?
It's going to bait out reaction from you. It's going to move. If you want to go ahead and take your opportunity attack, you can.
No.
You're holding your reaction?
Yeah.
It'll move on over to Nyx. So no.
Sorry, he moved and it changed my plans.
I didn't have my reaction yet, actually.
What's that?
No, wait, I did. Never mind. I'm done. My brain done.
It's okay. What are we doing, Joseph?
Sorry, he moved. The chicken moved. It changed my plan. Hold on. I'm thinking I'm going to... We're just going to hit it with another lightning bolt.
Alright. Deck save, right?
Yes.
19 will be successful. And this is the first time that you actually get a glimpse of this, like, because of it being in the window and the light. As the lightning bolt is about to strike it and then kind of moves through it, you realize that it seems to be emanating kind of a magic shield. And that's why that when the arrow hit the feather and stopped, it didn't, like, look like it hit armor. It just looked like it was stopped. there seems to be this strange kind of wording bubble around it that's actually generating an effect here. It has magic resistance, so it has advantage on saves against spells. So that'll be 12 damage. Oh, sorry, plus
Plus
your
3.
proficiency, so 3 before that, 28, 14 damage.
Give me them 2.
Gotta give you the extras. All right. Sanat done. In between Sanat and Silas, I will peck. $27 to hit Nyx.
I'm going to use my reaction
Uh-huh.
to Runic Shield, so I make it reroll the d20.
Okay, that is a reroll, so not taking the next roll. I am so sorry.
You make it worse.
You made it a crit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nyx. I tried to help.
So I just gotta. Because
I'm an
hold on,
idiot.
I have to do math here because it was 11 piercing damage on the first one, and then the second one was 19 piercing damage, but plus 11, so 22 damage because I'm taking the damage from the first attack, but I got the crit, so I'm adding the extra damage from that. So 22, which is higher than 15, which means it has advantage on its next attack roll it makes against Nyx. And you get
Idiot.
that
I
damage?
just. Yeah, I'm taking it now. But I also just realized that I have resistance to all the damage I've been taking on Ezekiel. Haven't been doing it
Why?
because I forgot.
No, I mean, like, why do you have it?
Heal rune. I popped my heal rune during the first part of the fight.
Is it non-magical?
Uh,
Yeah, because you're fine, actually. It doesn't have magic weapons. Never mind.
yeah.
The chickens do.
Yeah, it's resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for a
Oh, just
minute.
all of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
you said that.
I did say it, and I forgot about it.
Yep, you said that out
It's
loud.
okay.
Silas, you are up. Roll a d10.
9.
You get to act normally. You can do whatever you want.
Go get him, Jeff.
Still same thing with the double.
No, sorry, opportunity attack.
What?
The chicken you moved away from.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
It misses. You didn't get to recklessly attack last turn. Also, since you didn't do anything last turn, your rage is out.
Okay, I will re-rage after this then.
No, you re-rage before. That's fine. I'll allow
You
that.
can bonus action rage.
Yeah, bonus
Okay.
action rage. and
It's
then
just
move
cost
up
you a
and down.
rage.
That's fine.
Totally fair.
I'm fine using the rage.
Yeah. The axe is still fiery, so you're at 2 less to attack, which means that first attack is actually an 18, which is right on the nose. Okay, that's fire damage is going to be 12. That's 12, and then the real damage is 14, half to 7. Second attack hits. We're talking about 7 fire damage. And hey there, Jody. How do you want to do it?
I want to cut off its head and watch it run around.
It's really funny that you
And
said
then
what you
turn
said,
around.
because yeah, it's at 0 hit points. It's going to continue living for one more round because its rage is still persistent. I was wondering what you were gonna say on the kill blow, and I was gonna tell you, well, whatever you do, it still gets to do what it wants to do for one
Yep,
more.
no,
turn.
it's cut off its head, but it's still running around. Love
Yeah.
it.
So
So now it
Silas-
can't peck, though.
Right, correct. Its peck
Yeah.
has been removed because of what you said.
Yep.
I will definitely qualify for that.
Awesome.
Which means that it can't do that as a legendary action. But what it can do, Silas, between Silas and Bodhi, spend 2 legendary actions. I don't know if I want to confuse you again just for the lulls. Just
How can it
because
confuse it without a head?
its head starts moving?
Are
and
you
talking to you, and you
confused?
start like
Oh, okay.
watching like the floor melt.
Exactly
Or-
like it just did, Jody, in real life.
Got it. All right. Yep.
Or do I want to
Good.
wing buff it and like fly in a random direction for the lulls and also possibly killing of Nyx? Confusion. Okay, so go ahead and roll wisdom saving throws for Nyx and for yep. You're both
Hate
confused.
so much.
What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on. Okay. Bodhi done. Or no, Bodhi up.
What's happening? Is this thing dying?
It's dead, technically. It's just still moving around without its head.
Okay.
It gets one more turn of stuff.
Cool.
long as it's
How are
not-
the other smaller chickens looking?
Pretty fucked up. And also, you would know too that if it gets a legendary action, and I'm not trying to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to heal them.
Right.
Right. I don't know that I can take out all 3, so I'm hoping some people fucking pony up and help kill some damn chickens.
Just you and one other person that can do anything.
Can you kill 3 at one time?
I really don't think I can.
Do you have Thunder Wave? No, it's outside.
No,
You got
that's
Fireball?
terrible. Fuck you.
Just nuking fucking Residual.
Everybody just judging my spell
I'm
list here.
sorry, guy.
Yeah, we're gonna
Understood.
twin vortex. No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't change a damn thing because they can do it from anywhere. I was gonna move the
Can
damn
you-
chickens away.
I was gonna say, can you move them up in the air and drop them, and then they do fall damage?
Yeah, but like
They
No, I
do
don't
that.
think
in
I
health, I don't think they would take
can.
all of that.
They fly.
Dude.
somewhat.
They got wings.
Yeah. This is the most I can do is Eldritch Blast and hope I knock it out of the park and kill 2.
Let's see.
So
Which
yeah.
check the farthest one because it's wounded.
yeah, and
Okay.
11 to hit. Does that do anything?
Nope.
Yeah, cool. There we go.
The 4
23
damage
to
will
hit.
kill the one on the far end.
And I'm gonna go over here, away from these guys.
I am going to pop a chicken to heal.
Yeah.
So what you actually watch happen is as the chicken kind of like evaporates and turns into that weird like fluff that slammed onto the body, instead you watch as one half of the fluff kind of moves and catches with the neck, and the other half catches with the disembodied neck. And as they kind of connect, there's just this long sinewy connection between the two that's not like really connected. It's almost like just like bits of flesh that are kind of stretched out taut. And as the chicken moves, you watch as the head is being dragged behind it by this rubber band-like connection.
Oh, hey, that was a cantrip. Sorry, can I
Yeah.
bonus action healing word on Nyx there?
You sure can. I guess that means I'm not going to try and kill him.
I'd really rather you didn't.
Bodhi done. It does the re-assimilate and then Ezekiel up.
So one of these chickens is still up.
Both of those chickens are still. Oh, I killed one myself. Yeah,
I killed
just
one, and then
I
you
killed
ate one.
Yep,
15 hit.
yep, and that'll be enough.
We went over to big chicken.
Swing with a second attack.
Yeah.
Hit.
Oh, giants.
Yep. That'll kill it, but it is still active until the end of its next turn. It can't reincorporate. It doesn't have enough legendary actions to do anything else. It has 1 remaining. It can peck. And I'm going to do so at disadvantage because of what we described. But it's going to swing its body, and its head's going to flare out. I'm going to try and catch Nyx with it because what the hell? 16 to hit Nyx probably misses. Yeah. It slams its head into the wall and like it kind of like drops down, kind of lifts its neck up enough so that it's kind of like lolling beneath its decapitated neck. Nyx done. Uther cries in the corner, and then Bale. Yeah, we're just skipping because I'm just going to tell you it dies at the end of his turn. But sorry, if Nyx wants to do something, he can. Okay.
Nyx is confused anyways.
Oh yeah, roll a d10. He might actually do something funny.
6.
What does that do? Does nothing. Sad. Alright. Cool. So at the end of its turn, you watch as the head kind of like, is really angry still, and it just kind of stops being angry and kind of like stung flares out, and then the body just kind of falls to the ground. As it's kind of slumping down, it starts to burn apart and residually kind of like becomes not physical materia, just kind of this heat and magic that kind of sloughs off of the lodestar, which is the only thing left of it when it's finished.
There's no soul well?
The soul well's still present.
Okay. I thought he enveloped both.
Yeah, he kind of caused it to shut off for a bit while he was active. But the lodestar, as you're looking at it, appears to have something attached to the side of it. Not like physically locked on, just something that's kind of It almost looks like something was kind of slapped onto it that can be removed, but it looks very much like a piece of slag that has an almost kind of feather-like pattern to it.
I'll
That's
take
right.
a look at it and start putting Uther back together.
Okay. I'm going to stop the combat music, and I'm going to explain what you're looking at. As you kind of look at that piece that's kind of connected to your lodestar and move to it, kind of grasp a hold of it, and it seems to shift off of it and split into two. Like there's two halves of this feather, this kind of metallic feather. As you're kind of inspecting both of them, you kind of feel that they have the same residual energy, like a magic that's present in them, similar to the shreds that you've seen and recovered. If you take the time to kind of re-establish the lodestar and start inspecting them a bit more precisely, there are two shreds present here. One shred for Bayless, the loyal companion, and then the other shred is for Kenneth, the ever watchful. Bayless, if used as a shred, allows you to change your class to Barbarian, specifically for Path of the Totem, with Chicken as the totem option. And I will get you the stats on what Chicken does as a totem option. The Ranger half allows you to turn into a Ranger with the shred, specifically for the Beast Companion Ranger option. And the only Beast Companion option that's allowed is a chicken.
Is it a big chicken?
It is a giant chicken. A
Okay.
large-sized chicken. Correct. Which basically, like out of character, I'll get you the handouts before next week. But the giant-sized chicken is very similar to an owlbear, except that it has a flight speed, which works very similarly to what you saw here. And then for the chicken totem, similarly, you have a. I'll get it to you. It's complicated. All right, but that is where we'll end the session for tonight. I'm sorry, Jeremy. The abyssal chickens were doing their work. You were the only one not being affected. I had no choice. Thanks for watching, those that did, and we'll see you next week as we finish with the aftermath here at Eggert. See you then.